Join me in breaking the media's image of that perfect yogi. The health benefits of yoga should be available to anyone, anywhere, regardless of body shape, size, age, or gender. My dream is to make everyone feel comfortable in their yoga practice, while adding a little fun and adventure. Join me on the mat. We're going to start out in a child's pose. Yogi's choice, I prefer a wide-legged child's pose where your knees are wide, toes are together, and then just kind of sit back in your heels, and then just go ahead and walk your hands out in front of you, placing your forehead on the mat. I would like you to start to deepen your breath, and as you do so, really imagine the expansion of your rib cage as you inhale. And as you exhale, maybe you feel a softening in your belly, on your shirt. Start to deepen those breaths. I like to try to put my focus on those little micro pauses you have when you fully inhale, and then the little micro pause when you fully exhale. We'll do 2 more breaths. And go ahead and come on up to your hands and knees. We're setting up for a cat-cow. So knees should be directly underneath your hips. Feet are hip distance wide as well. Hands are directly underneath your shoulders. And as you exhale, round your spine, almost coming up and out of your shoulders, tucking your chin. And inhale, dropping your belly, gazing forward, raising the tailbone. Exhale, round and tuck your chin. Inhale, drop the belly, gaze forward. Exhale, round. And inhale, drop the belly, gaze forward. Do 2 of these with your own breath. Oh, these feel so good. And we'll all meet with a neutral spine. Go ahead and inhale that right foot up as if you're stepping on a wall behind you, toes pointed down, and then just go ahead and let your right leg come to the mat. We're going to give ourselves a little calf stretch here. Just a little one, we're just getting warmed up for the day. Ooh, these feel so good sometimes. All right, let's go ahead and inhale that leg back up, toes pointed down. Inhale your left hand up as if you're shaking someone's hand. And as you exhale, we're going to touch our knee and our elbow in. So exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, up. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, up. One last one. Exhale. Inhale, up. And then place your hand and your knee back onto the mat, hip distance apart. Inhale that left leg up as if you're stepping on a wall behind you. And then just go ahead and slowly bring that foot down to the mat. Give yourself a little calf stretch on the left side. Whew, these feel good. Was doing a lot of walking yesterday, so these are really nice. All right, go ahead and inhale that foot back up, toes pointed down. When you have your balance, inhale your right hand up and exhale elbow to knee. Inhale back up. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale up. Last one, knee to elbow. And inhale back up. And go ahead and place your hand and your knee back on the mat. We're going to go over a modified chaturanga. So walk your fingertips out about another 3 inches. And then I want you to come over your hands. And I want you to notice how now your weight is in your arms and not as much in your knees. I'm going to back up a little bit here. So we want to try to strengthen our arms here in these modified chaturangas. So as you exhale, make sure your elbows are hugging your body, and then you come a little bit even further over your hands and come all the way down. Now your hands are directly under your shoulders. I would like you to press the top of your feet into the mat until your kneecaps come up. And as you inhale, raise your upper chest and head about an inch. So inhale, in your fingertips, you should be able to lift and exhale down. And that's a low cobra. Go ahead and tuck your toes and press yourself back up into a down dog. It's our first down dog for the day, so go ahead and walk your dog out, bending one knee and then the other, almost as if you're walking. You can just have a little play here, whatever makes your body feel good here to warm up. I want to make sure your head is nice and relaxed between your shoulders. Maybe shake your head yes, and then no. You shouldn't feel any tension in your neck here in this pose. And when you look at your your ankles, you should not see your heels. So if you see your heel, then try to straighten that foot up. All right, let's go ahead and do the modified chaturanga from here. So come on down to your knees, come over your hands, and come all the way down onto the mat, onto your belly. Press the top of your feet into the mat. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale down. Tuck your toes. Press yourself back up to your plank, and then hips up and back for down dog. Whew. Let's exhale and sigh that out. One more deep breath. Let's go over it one more time. Come on down to your knees. Come over your hands. Come all the way down onto your belly. Elbows are always hugging your body. Press the top of your feet. Inhale, low cobra, raising your upper chest. And then exhale down. Tuck your toes. Press yourself back up to a plank, and then hips up and back for down dog. Let's come back to our breath here. Inhale. And sigh that out. Exhale. One more deep breath in and out. This time we're going to take tiny little steps all the way to the top of the mat, bending your knees as you go. Then inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, sweep the arms all the way up tall. And exhale, hands to heart center. Go ahead and close your eyes. Come back to those big, deep breaths. Maybe put your focus back on those micro pauses. Maybe set an intention today for our practice. Or not. Yogi's choice. Go ahead and open your eyes. We're going to do a few sun salutations here to warm up. Bend the knees, sweep the arms all the way up. And exhale, forward fold, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands for your version of plank. And then exhale, come all the way down onto your belly. Press the top of your feet into the mat. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale down. Press yourself back up to a plank and hips up and back for down dog. Woo, inhale. And sigh that out. Exhale. One more deep breath. And tiny little steps all the way to the top of the mat, bending your knees as you go. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, sweep the arms all the way up as tall as you can. And exhale, forward fold, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands. Again, your version of plank. And exhale, chaturanga. Come all the way over your hands. Come all the way down to your belly. Press the top of your feet into the mat. Inhale, low cobra. And exhale, down dog. Woo. Inhale. And sigh that out. Exhale. One more deep breath. And out. Let's do one more sun salutation. Tiny little steps all the way to the top of the mat, bending your knees as you go. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, sweep the arms up really tall. And exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands for plank. And chaturanga. Come all the way over your hands, come all the way down to your belly. Press the top of your feet into the mat. Low cobra. Exhale down. Tuck your toes, press yourself back up. Down dog. Yay! Let's all inhale and exhale that out. Inhale. And sigh it out. One more deep breath. Tiny little steps all the way to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, sweep the arms all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Go ahead and walk your right foot behind you about 3 feet. We are setting up for a crescent lunge. So you want to maybe shimmy that back foot back a little bit. Try to keep the heel up. If you looked back at your ankle, you would not see your heel. So let's all go ahead and do that. So come down, bring your hands down and look at that back ankle. Do you see the heel? If you do, straighten it up. The heel is up on that right foot. Knee directly above the left ankle. And then let's just inhale our hands up. This is also setting up for like a lunge too, so you can think of it as that way. And your feet are on a railroad track. That will give you more stability here. Let's do one breath in. And one more breath. And then exhale, plant your hands for your version of plank. And exhale, chaturanga. Come all the way down onto your belly. Press the top of the feet into the mat. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale, down. Press yourself back up to a down dog. Woo. Sigh that out. One more deep breath. And tiny little steps all the way to the top of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, sweep the arms all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Okay, we're going to do the left foot here. So walk that left foot behind you about 3 feet. Let's do the same thing and check to make sure our heel is in alignment. So go ahead and come down to the mat. Look back at that heel. Ankle. Hopefully you don't see a heel. And then right knee directly above the ankle. And then come on back up. Woo. If you're too close, walk your feet a little further apart so you're on a railroad track. Where nobody's perfect here. We just want to do some yoga. So go ahead and inhale your arms up. And this is crescent lunge. One more deep breath. And plant your hands for plank. And exhale, chaturanga. Come all the way down onto your belly. Press the top of the feet to the mat. Inhale, low cobra. And exhale, tuck your toes. Press yourself back up in a down dog. Coming back to your yoga breath. And exhale it out. One more deep breath. And out. Tiny little steps all the way to the top of the mat. Bending those knees as you go. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, sweep the arms all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart center. All right, let's add on to what we have so far. We have a crescent lunge. So let's go ahead and do that again. Walk your right foot behind you, setting up your legs. Crescent lunge, left knee directly above the ankle. Right heel is up. Make sure you have enough room. Maybe shimmy that foot back. And inhale your arms up. We're going to do 3 breaths here. One more deep breath. One more. And then exhale, open up your arms for warrior two. So you're rotating that back ankle so it's parallel to the back of the mat. Maybe shimmy the front foot out a little bit further, give yourself more room. Knee directly above the ankle. Always have your knee pointing to your little toes. We want to protect those little muscles in our knees. Arms outstretched as if you're being pulled from opposite directions, and your gaze over your left fingertips. And just strong legs. And make sure your shoulders aren't all bunched up. Let's go ahead and release those. Nice, strong warrior. 2 more breaths here. And we're going to reverse this warrior. Flip your left palm, tilt forward, and then bring that left hand up to the sky. And you can let your right hand just hang out by your right leg. Gaze follows your left fingers. Come back to those breaths. Keep your legs nice and strong. Keep that knee bent, pointing it towards the little toes. 1 more breath. Come back to your warrior two. And twirl the hands to the mat for plank. And exhale, chaturanga. Come over your hands, elbows in all the way to the belly. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale down. Tuck your toes. Press yourself all the way back up to warrior two. Woo, let's let that go. Inhale. And sigh that out. 1 more deep breath. And tiny steps all the way to the top of the mat. If you're an advanced yogi, you can walk or float. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, sweep the arms way up tall. And exhale, hands to heart center. So go ahead and walk that left foot behind you. Make sure your feet are on a railroad track and just shimmy your feet if need be. Knee directly above the ankle, pointed towards those little toes. Heel is up. And inhale your arms all the way up for our crescent lunge. 2 breaths here. I lied. Let's do 1 more. And then rotate your back ankle 90 degrees and open up your arms, warrior two. So let's check our alignment. The left foot is parallel to the back of the mat. Right knee is bent, pointy. Always try to have it pointing towards the little toes. Arms are outstretched as if someone's stretching you. Gaze over the right fingertips. And have your back muscles relaxed here so your shoulders aren't up and around your ears. Let's do 2 more breaths. Inhale. 1 more deep breath. And flip your right palm, tilt forward, and then bring that right hand up to the sky above you for a little side stretch here. Left hand is just hanging out with your left leg. Gaze follows. Really nice, strong legs here. Knee is bent. 2 more breaths. And come back to warrior two. Inhale. And then exhale, twirl your hands to the mat for plank. And exhale, chaturanga. Come all the way down onto your belly. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale, down. Press yourself back up to a down dog. Woo, inhale. And sigh that out, exhale. 1 more deep breath. Let's add on to that. Tiny little steps all the way to the top of the mat. I am in high altitude. I'm a little out of breath today. Forward fold, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, sweep the arms all the way up tall. And exhale, hands to heart center. Walk that right foot behind you for crescent lunge legs. Maybe shimmy it back if you need to. And inhale your arms up. 3 breaths here. Inhale and exhale. 2 more. And rotate the back ankle 90 degrees, parallel to the back of the mat, and open up your arms, warrior 2. Make any little minor adjustments you need to. We're not perfect. This is just a practice. Make sure that leg is nice and strong. And if you press the back of your foot into the knife edge of your foot into the mat, that will engage that back leg. 1 more breath. Flip your left palm and inhale it above your head. Gaze follows. For a reverse warrior 2. We're here for 2 more breaths. And then come back to your warrior 2. I want you to rotate your left toes in and hands on hips. We're going to do a forward fold. So rotate those shoulders back. Keep your back nice and flat, bending at the waist forward with control. And when you come all the way to your forward fold, release your hands. And let's walk those hands out behind you. We're just going to be here for a few breaths. 1 more. And walk the fingertips all the way back out to under your nose. Hands on hips. Again, flat back, shoulders back. Come all the way back up. Let's add some goddess squats to this. So rotate your feet so that the heels are in and the toes are out. And inhale your arms up. And as we come on down to our squat, we're going to cactus our arms. So exhale, squat, cactus your arms. Inhale your arms all the way up and stand up. And then exhale, squat. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale, squat. Inhale, the hands all the way back up. Hands on hips. Rotate your feet all the way to the front of the mat. Crescent lunge feet at first. And then the back foot meets the front foot at the top of the mat. Bend the knees, sweep the arms way up tall. And exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands for plank. And exhale, chaturanga. Coming all the way down onto your belly. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale, down. And press yourself back up to down dog. Woo, inhale. And exhale, sigh that out. 1 more deep breath. And tiny little steps all the way to the top of the mat, bending the knees as you go. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, sweep the arms all the way up tall. And exhale, hands to heart center. We're going to do the other side now. Go ahead and walk that left foot behind you. Crescent lunge feet. Just shimmy that back if you need to. Heel is up. On the back foot, knee is bent. The front leg pointing towards those little toes to protect our knees. And inhale your arms up. 3 breaths here. Rotate the back ankle 90 degrees, parallel to the back of the mat, and exhale, open up your arms. And you might need to just shimmy your feet a little bit to widen your stance. Come back to your breath. One more breath. Flip the right palm, tilt forward, and bring the right hand above your head for warrior 2 reversed. And just breathe into that right side. Gaze follows. 2 more breaths. And come on back to your warrior 2. Go ahead and rotate your toes. in. So both sets of toes are in, heels are out. Setting up for a forward fold, side angle, forward fold. Go ahead and rotate those shoulders back, flat back. Come all the way down with control. We're working all those muscles. If you go too fast, sometimes you don't get all the work you can get. Walk your fingertips back all the way as far as you can. Making any minor adjustments. Yoga is for everyone, and your body is your teacher, so it's always a good thing to remember. And walk your fingertips back out. When they're under your nose, place them on your hips, shoulders back, flat back with control. Come all the way back up. Woo. Let's do our goddess squats on this side. So rotate your feet so the toes are out, heels are in. Get your legs just right the way you want them. Inhale your arms up. And as you exhale, you're going to cactus your arms. So inhale and exhale, cactus arms. Woo! Inhale up. Exhale, cactus. One more. Woo! Inhale up. Hands back on hips and rotate all the feet to the front of the mat. Crescent lunge legs at first. See how wobbly you get when you don't have them on a railroad track. And then inhale the arms up. One breath here. And exhale, plant your hands for plank. And exhale, chaturanga, your version of your chaturanga. Coming all the way down onto your belly. Press the top of the feet into the mat. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale down. Press yourself back up to hands and knees and hips up and back for down dog. Let's let that all go. Inhale and sigh it out. One more deep breath. And tiny steps all the way to the top of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees. Sweep the arms all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart center. I think we have time to do that one more time. So start to have a little bit more trust in your body. Walk that right foot behind you. Heel is up. Shimmy the feet if you need to. Hip distance apart, like on a railroad track. Knee is bent. Inhale your arms up. 3 breaths. Last one. And rotate the back ankle 90 degrees and open up your arms, warrior 2. Check your placement. Make sure the knee is pointed towards the little toes to protect your knee. 2 more breaths. Tilt forward, flip the left palm, and bring the left hand up to the sky for reversed warrior 2. 3 breaths here. One more. Come back to your warrior 2. Strong legs here. And then rotate the toes all in. So go ahead and adjust your stance. Toes in, heels out. Shoulders are back, flat back with control. Forward fold on. Yes, that's it. Exactly. And go ahead, and this time we're going to do some twists. Place your left hand under your nose and inhale your right hand up to the sky. And keep those breaths coming. One more. And bring the right hand down, replace it right under your nose, and inhale the left hand up to the sky. And if you need to have a block, go ahead and have a block there. Gives yourself a little bit more room. It's perfectly fine to use these blocks. I love them. And exhale that hand down. Hands on hips, shoulders back, flat back, with control. Come all the way up. Woo! Let's go ahead and do our goddess squats. Rotate your feet so the heels are in, toes are out, hands up, And exhale into your squat. Inhale up. Exhale. Last goddess squat. Exhale. Inhale up. Hands on hips. Rotate all your toes to the front of the mat. Inhale your hands up. One breath here. And the back foot meets the front foot at the top of the mat. Bend the knees, sweep the arms all the way up. And exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands for your version of plank. And exhale, chaturanga. Coming all the way down onto your belly. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale down. Press the top of your feet. Tuck your toes. And press yourself back up to down dog. Woo, inhale. And sigh that out. One more deep breath. And tiny little steps to the top of the mat, or you can walk or float. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, sweep the arms way up tall. And exhale, hands to heart center. Whew, it's nice and toasty here, about 90 degrees, so getting a little warm. Go ahead and walk that left foot behind you. Shimmy the foot if you need to for your crescent lunge. And when you're ready, inhale your hands all the way up. 3 breaths. Last breath. And rotate the back foot and open up the arms, warrior 2. Maybe shimmy your feet a little bit so you have a little wider stance here. Whew, nice strong legs, knee is bent. 2 more breaths. Flip the right palm and bring it up to the sky for reversed warrior 2. 3 breaths here. Come back to your warrior 2. Rotate your toes so that the toes are in, heels out, hands on hips. Roll open those shoulders and bend at the waist. Come all the way down for a forward fold. And release your hands. This time, place your right hand into your nose. And when you're ready, inhale that left hand up to the sky. Woo! And come back to the breath. 2 more. And then go ahead and place your left hand where your right hand is. Inhale that right hand up. I have really short arms, so I use a block here. Helps give me a little bit more space. And 1 more breath. And go ahead and release that. Hands on hips. Shoulders back, flat back. Come all the way up with control. Woo! All right, we're going to do our goddess squats. Rotate your feet so the heels are in. Toes out. Inhale your arms all the way up. And exhale, cactus your arms, come into a squat. Inhale up. Exhale 2. Inhale up. Last one. Make it good. Inhale up. Hands on hips. Rotate your toes all the way to the front of the mat. Crescent lunge feet. Inhale the arms up. 1 breath. And then exhale, plant your hands for your version of plank. And exhale, chaturanga. Coming all the way down to your belly. Press the top of your feet into the mat. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale down. And press yourself back up to a down dog. Woo! That was a great flow today. Let's all sigh that out. Inhale. 1 more deep breath. And exhale that out. And then tiny steps all the way to the top of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, sweep the arms all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart center. All right, we're going to do a couple balancing poses today. So the first one is just going to be a eagle arm, one-legged chair. So we're going to start out by bringing our right hand up and then sweep the arm underneath and clasp your hands together. Again, arm out like an L, sweep the arm under, and fingertips clasp your palm of your hand. Try not to have your hands in touching your forehead or them down in your chest, but have them come straight out. And you should feel that in your back. And then I want you to put all the weight into that left foot till you feel the earth beneath your toes and your heel. And inhale that right knee up. Now, this might be where you stay, that's okay. If you fall out, come back to it. And then cross your leg over your left. And you can sit down if you like. Ooh. Sometimes it's better than other days you're balancing, but just keep trying. That's what yoga is all about, is just trying. Oop, not today. And when you're ready, go ahead and release that. I had a broken ankle, so balancing is extra hard for me, but I'm just going to have that can-do attitude and keep going. Again, let's do the arms. This time we're gonna have the left hand up at an L and swoop the right hand under and clasp your fingertips. Again, an L and swoop the arm under, and then try to have them come out directly from your nose. Put all the weight into your right foot until you feel the earth. It really helps sometimes as well if you find a point to focus on that's not moving. And then when you're ready, inhale that left knee up and cross it over the right. Ooh, it's okay if you're not perfect. Nobody is perfect in this class. Well, there might be some. That's okay if you are, but this is yoga for everyone. I know I'm not perfect, but keep trying. Woo. Woo. 2 more breaths. And then go ahead and release that. Yay! All right, I saved my favorite pose, balancing pose, for last. I always find I do a little bit better if I save it for last. So it's the tree. Hands to heart center. Put all the weight into the left foot until you feel the earth beneath your toes and your heel. Activate the smile muscles. And when you're ready, inhale that right knee up, 90 degrees. Open up your hip and place your foot anywhere on your leg. Fall out, just come back. You can also kickstand. Everyone starts somewhere. So here's a kickstand. It's okay if you start here. We have so many little muscles in our feet and ankles. I think there's 26, I could be wrong. We're trying to get them to work in one way to balance us. And go ahead and let your branches fly in the wind. It's my favorite part. And go ahead and release that. Let's do the other side. Hands to heart center. Again, if you've had any ankle injuries or foot injuries, just kickstand is good. But if not, put all the weight into the right foot. Inhale the left knee up. Open up your hip and place your foot anywhere on your leg except the knee. You really don't want to put any pressure on those knees. It's a little windy here today. We are in the Sonoita Valley in Arizona. Whew. And go ahead and raise your branches and let them fly. Whew. Go ahead and release that. And we're going to do some core exercises. So go ahead and come on down to your backside on the mat. We want to strengthen our core so that some of these balancing poses and some of the and the standing poses, actually every pose needs those core muscles. So feet flat on the mat, knees bent, find your sit bones, place your hands under your kneecaps. When you're ready, inhale your feet up. And then if you're ready, you can let your boat go. But keep breathing here. And we're going to do, we're going to hold this for a minute. And if you need to, come right back like this. Then find your sit bones again and bring your knees up again. Just keep trying. And let's rock these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Woo! If you can't do that, that's okay. We all start somewhere. And yoga's your teacher. So, I mean, your body is your yoga teacher. All right, hands out at the sides. We're going to take a count of 10, one vertebrae at a time to come all the way down onto the mat. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Ah, that feels good. Let's just stay here. No joking. Just go ahead and windshield wiper those knees. Big, huge windshield wipes. And then when you're ready, we're going to do some bicycle crunches. So as you straighten your right leg, you come up with your left elbow, and then you bring your right leg back in and you straighten the left leg and come up with your right elbow. So let's go ahead and do that together. Hands behind the head, feet up. And I challenge you to do as many as you can. And then I want you to pause, catch your breath, and try to do 5 more. So we always are trying to do just one, or maybe just even one more, trying to add a little. So let's go ahead and start. Oops. And count these in your own head. And go really slow. There's no, we're not in a marathon. If you go slow here, you actually work your core more. So don't cheat yourself. And again, just take a pause. Catch your breath. It's okay not to be perfect. And let's just get started again. Straighten the right leg, bring the left elbow up, bring it in, and the other side. Woo, almost made it. Not quite. That's okay. Bring the knees into your chest. Give yourself a big hug. Let's do a little massage here on our back. Big circles. And then reverse direction. All right, we're going to set up for a bridge. So I'd like you to feet flat on the mat, hip distance apart, walk your feet in. Maybe you can feel your heels with your fingertips. And when you're ready, go ahead and inhale your hips all the way up. And maybe you have a clasp your hands underneath your back or have them flat on the mat. It's yogi's choice. Keep pressing those hips up as high as you can. And keep breathing. 3 more breaths. And go ahead and release that and windshield wiper your knees. So let's set ourselves back up for another bridge. Walk your heels back in, feet hip distance apart. And when you're ready, inhale your hips all the way back up again. Yogi's choice for hands. I like to sometimes have a little clasp under there, and that really helps me get up onto the top of my shoulders. Keep breathing. And last breath. And exhale that down. Let's bring those knees back in. Let's do a happy baby, sorry. So go ahead and clasp the inside of the sole of your feet, and always have some fun with your baby because that's the favorite part of this pose. I like to stretch one leg out and stretch the other. Woo. And then when you're ready, I want you to press your hands into your feet for the active part of our happy baby. Woo. This is really working some deep muscles here. One more breath and exhale that out. Let's go ahead and windshield wiper our knees again. Whew. And since we're here, let's do a supine twist. So let's let the knees fall all the way over to the right. And try to keep your shoulder blades here flat on the mat. You can have them at a T or a cactus. And then when you're ready, bring that top leg over the other knee and press the knee to the earth with the opposite hand. Woo. This is my favorite stretch, the spine twist. Oh, it just feels so good in so many areas. Come back to those yoga breaths, those deep breaths. And as you exhale, really kind of melt into the stretch. Never to the point of pain, but just to the point where you feel the stretch. And last breath here. And go ahead and windshield wiper those knees again. Let's do the other side. When you're ready, let them fall to the opposite side. Again, yogi's choice for arms, shoulder blades flat on the mat. I like to do a cactus, a little extra chest opener. And bring that top knee over the other and press it to the earth with your opposite hand. And relax into the stretch with your exhales. This is always my favorite part of the yoga class, stretching. One last breath. And go ahead and release that. Windshield wiper your knees. All right, let's keep our feet flat on the mat. We're going to do some hip stretches here. If a pigeon pose is in your practice and you know how to get in and out of that, you can go ahead and do that. We're going to do the modified. Keep your feet flat on the mat. Inhale the right foot up to the sky. Cross the ankle over your left knee. And you can kind of flex those toes there on that right foot. And then push your knee away. If you don't feel this in your hip flexors on the right side, you can kind of push around on your leg until you find the stretch. You might just be one of those people with super flexible hips. Lucky you. I have always had really tight hips. I used to be a endurance cyclist and a runner, and that's kind of caused some parts of my body to become very tight. But again, this isn't a race. Inhale your left leg up, and then I want you to thread the needle around the left leg, clasp your hands behind your leg, and press your right elbow into your right knee. Sometimes you can feel it more if you raise the left leg straight up. If you feel enough stretch here, just stay here. One more deep breath here. And go ahead and release that. Windshield wiper the knees. Let's do the other side. Inhale the left leg up to the sky. Cross the left ankle over the right knee. Maybe flex the left toes a little. And press the knee away. Again, just try to find the spot where you feel the stretch. And relax into the stretch. And when you're ready, inhale the right foot up, thread the hands around the right leg, clasp behind your right leg, and press your left hands around the right leg, and press the left elbow into your knee. Ooh, I feel this one really tight today. You have such dominant features about us sometimes that we work some parts of our body more than the other, or maybe not enough. 2 more breaths. And go ahead and windshield wiper that out. Let's go ahead and rock and roll up to a seated position. We're going to go ahead and do a wide-legged stretch. So legs out nice and wide. Try to sit way up high on your tailbone here. Flat back and bend at the waist. Try not to bend the back. And it's okay if you're just right here. That's where you should be. If you can, with a flat back, you can come all the way down. Try to keep that back flat. Ooh, this feels good today. And a strap can help. I forgot my strap here today, but we just have a couple of more stretches here before our Savasana. Last breath here. Go ahead and come on back up. This time I'd like you to straighten your left leg and bring the sole of your right foot into the inner thigh of your left leg. Your left hand can just hang out here with your left hand, but I want you to turn your body so it's pointed towards the right knee. And then inhale your right hand up to the sky. And then let's just do a side stretch here by bending to the left. Ooh, and you should feel this on your right side, your love handles. Come back to those breaths. One more breath. And go ahead and come on back up. Let's switch legs. So bring the right leg out, the sole of the left foot to the inside of the right leg. Right hand hangs out with the right leg. And then look directly at that left knee. Inhale the left hand up and tilt to the right, giving yourself a side stretch on the left. And come back to those breaths. Maybe you can touch your toe today, maybe not. Might happen someday. Come back to your breath. One more deep breath. And come on back up. Oops. Sorry about that. My little microphone. Let's go ahead and come all the way down onto our back again. One vertebra at a time. You can do your own count. And let's go ahead and windshield wiper those knees. Bring them in for one last hug. And then exhale, Savasana. So feet down, maybe your feet are just flopping open. Hands by your sides, palms up. As you exhale, melt into the earth. Just give yourself permission to have a few minutes of the day without any worries. Bring a happy thought to your mind. Maybe it's floating on the lake, the breeze in your hair. Go ahead and start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Start to reawaken your body. And when you're ready, roll on over to that right side. We'll eventually meet in a seated position. Let's do one last breath together. Inhale and exhale that out. May the happiness in me bow to the happiness in all of you. Namaste.